All right. I found out through email why I have not been served from the local court for the hearing regarding eviction notices. It's because they're not going to the government to evict me. They're going through Valley Behavioral Health. As I informed you, as I informed the court, as it's indicated on my medical records, I am not a client of Valley Behavioral Health. Have not been so for years. They're intent on bypassing my equal rights under the law by sweeping it under the rug with a in-house hearing of whom I am no longer a client of. So here's the email I sent to the judge in my federal case, which is a forward of the hearing schedule, showing the person that I will be having the hearing with. And so I'll read it to you. This is an update from the plaintiff regarding the expected court hearing. Ivana Taylor, the person from the forwarded email, works for Valley Behavioral Health and not the government in regards to the law for evictions. The plaintiff, as previously discussed, is not a client of Valley Behavioral Health, as he can present evidence from his medical records. So why then is there a Valley Behavioral Health hearing? As the plaintiff is not a client of Valley Behavioral Health, he therefore cannot be tried by Valley Behavioral Health, bypassing the laws of the United States and the laws of the state of Utah. The plaintiff is being denied a government court hearing as an equal citizen, with the intent to bypass the laws, i.e. 5722 5.1, paragraph 5, or subsection 5, whatever the parentheses mean, of the state of Utah, and also, as previously mentioned, commit violations of federal law to retaliate on behalf of the defendant as co-conspirators, as listed co-conspirators. The plaintiff has reminded the court and Your Honor of the filed evidence of the guilt of the defendant and the co-conspiratorial connection, and the clear evidence on the docket that the defense counsel appeared and submitted their reply in default, as the plaintiff's request for relief is some certain. For Your Honor to keep delaying is now being seen as retaliatory harassment of the plaintiff. The defendant has been shown as responsible for the state's fraudulent labeling of the plaintiff, and the co-conspirators are using that manufactured and fraudulent medical history of the plaintiff to violate the plaintiff's rights under the color of law, allowing the co-conspirators to accuse the plaintiff of anything they want and judge the plaintiff in-house. I again remind Your Honor, as a fellow Mormon, of Helaman, chapter 6, verses 22 to 25, and I put in part of verse 24. And whosoever of those who belong to their band should reveal unto the world of their wickedness and their abominations should be tried, not according to the laws of their country, but according to the laws of their wickedness. Directly from the Book of Mormon with what's going on. I'm going to add the plaintiff yet again pleads with your honor to stop the blatant contempt of court and the laws of the United States by the defendant and their co-conspirators. To immediately stop. Plaintiff yet again pleads with your honor to immediately stop the blatant contempt of court and the laws of the United States by the defendant and their co-conspirators. And not torture the plaintiff further with last minute delays or denials of justice. That will clearly place the life of the plaintiff in jeopardy. Plaintiff again pleads with your honor to immediately stop the blatant contempt of court and the laws of the United States by the defendant and their co-conspirators, and not torture the plaintiff further. I should probably put not torture the plaintiff further with last-minute delays or denials of justice that will clearly place the life of the plaintiff in jeopardy. Adding your honor as a co-conspirator, which would add your honor as a co-conspirator of the defendant. There are 2 periods there. Alright, so there you go. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And they think they're going to get away with this. That's what happened when I was locked up. They just accused me with whatever they wanted because the law won't intervene. And they aren't going to get away with this because I filed first. And if they think that I'm no longer a citizen, that I am no longer deserving of rights, which means I am no longer a human being, oh, they got another thing coming.